appreciate everybody for checking in. I'm hella sick. But let's get it in. I had to shoot a move. The grind don't never stop. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Probably last NFL video for the year. Hopefully everybody bring in Happy New Year's the right way. Don't drink and drive. Get that hotel if you at the party. Get that Lyft. Get that Uber. Y'all know what the deal is, man. But yeah, man, let's talk about the Jaguars and the Bears. The Bears, the Chicago Care Bears, all right? Jaguars bring back they GM and they bring back Doug Marrone. I forget the GM name. But they bring back head coach Doug Marrone. Marrone had issues with Jalen Ramsey, but the big issue was Tom Coughlin. They fired him a couple weeks ago. Now, there was some conflicting reports that Shad Khan, I think the only minority owner in the NFL, actually fired Doug Marrone. The Jaguars disputed those reports, and now he sat down and met with the Jags today, New Year's Eve, and now he keep his job. All right, and at the end of the day, I don't see why he get to keep his job, especially the general manager, especially if Nick Foles ain't that guy and they spent all that money on Nick Foles. How does he get to keep his job? Now, I think Monday, they call it Black Monday, and if you ever notice, the color black or the substance black is always synonymous with something that's negative, and the substance white is always with something positive. You know what I'm saying? That's how they condition us to think, right? But no black coaches was fired on Monday. At least head coaches was fired on Monday. But a few coaches got to keep their job who don't deserve it. My Detroit Lions, Matt Patricia, with the general manager Bob Quinn, did not deserve to keep their job. All right, Freddie Kitchens obviously got fired. I think Doug Marrone was another one. Him and the GM should have left. He did not deserve to keep that job. All right, it was another one out there as well too that kept his job. I can't remember his name. That I wanted to speak on, but he got fired. He was another guy that got fired. Not Freddie, not Marrone. It was another guy. He ended up getting fired, but I can't remember. But Dan Quinn got to keep his job. He deserved to get fired. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, I don't see why Doug Marrone get to stay. Maybe they giving Doug Marrone and the general manager a second chance because Tom Coughlin was actually the problem. And if that's the case, that Tom Coughlin was altering and trying to coach from the sideline, trying to coach the GM from the sideline, trying to dictate what Marrone did on the sideline, try to tell Marrone to be tough. I get it. I understand they should keep their job then. You know what I'm saying? And this was all Tom Coughlin's doing. And a lot of players complained about Tom Coughlin. If you didn't know, 25% of the NFL grievances came from the Jaguars, and the majority of the Jacksonville Jaguar players won their grievances versus Tom Coughlin and the Jaguars organization. I'm going to tell you how much that owner involved. The owner didn't even know that until that came out on social media, or it came out from the NFLPA. And if the NFLPA is winning you grievances, then you know the organization is in the wrong. And it was shown that the majority of those players were black, that he held to a different standard than the other ones that weren't black, that were not black, excuse me. So my whole thing about it is, hey, it is what it is. I understand why he got a second chance. No doubt about it. Because if Tom Coughlin was the problem, I get it. But some of the other places like Detroit and Atlanta, come on, man, if they were black coaches, they would be fired. And I'm just keeping it real. Imagine if Tom Coughlin, with his situation this year, won 3 or 4 games. His ass to be fired. But let's talk about Mitchell Trubisky. His bum-nishky. Trubisky. Terrible, right? And here go another one of these inconsistencies. All these other black quarterbacks, right? Jameis Winston is by far a better quarterback than Trubisky, but obviously he got the turnovers, whatever situation that is, right? But with Trubisky, he garbage. He's not a functional quarterback. You're not paying him that much money because the NFL draft they capped the salaries now. All right, they capped the salaries and lied to the players and told them that money that they took from the rookies is gonna go back to the players. Guess where that money went back to? The owner's pockets. All right. And another little note: the NFL went from a non-profit to a profit when Donald Trump came into office. There go another little nugget for y'all, man. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. You learn a little bit. And I love to learn stuff from y'all in the comment sections too. But excuse me. But yeah, these quarterbacks that's not black, that's white, They get chance at the chance. Everybody can see Mitchell Trubisky is not a good quarterback. At the end of the day, he got weapons. Anthony Miller was a beast at Memphis. Allen Robinson, I'm driving. Well, I ain't in Detroit right now, but I'm close to Detroit right now. He from the D. He a beast. You know what I'm saying? When Trey Burton come back healthy, he's solid. You know, they got rid of Jordan Howard. They got David Montgomery. They got all these dudes. He got all these weapons. The defense bad, not because of injuries. The defense bad because he suck. If I keep going 3 and out and turn the ball over, that's gonna hurt any defense. It's gonna hurt any special teams. But had he been black, Mitchell Trubisky would have been gone from Chicago, bro. They passed up on 2 phenomenal quarterbacks. One is Deshaun Hand, who just won a national championship, to move up to take a guy from North Carolina. Name me another great North Carolina quarterback. The other player I remember being great from North Carolina was Lawrence Taylor, which is the greatest football player of all time, tied with Jerry Rice, in my opinion. All right? But name me, come on, man, the inconsistencies in the NFL, this ain't just no Kaepernick situation. You know what I'm saying? This is something that runs deeper than that. No way Trubisky should be retained, especially without if he get retained without no competition. I don't know how Bears fans can support Ryan Pace in that organization, dog. Either they too cheap to go get another quarterback, or they scared to move on. I never understood the fear in the NFL. I knew Black Bortles was a bum. They made that AFC Championship run in spite of him. And they hang on to these sorry quarterbacks, man. Especially the white ones. They scared to move on. You get Case Keenum in Chicago, he gonna do better than Trubisky. You get Jameis in Chicago, he gonna do better than Trubisky. You get Cam in Chicago, he gonna do better than Trubisky. Come on, man. Lamar Jackson is better than Trubisky. I can see that in the college film. Charlie Ward was better than Tim Tebow. And Charlie Ward say, hey, man, if I ain't going in the first round, no. Hey, went to the NBA. But how did Tim Tebow get a chance? You got to ask yourself these questions about the NFL, man. Trubisky should be cut. He garbage. But y'all know what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Happy New Year's. Our last NFL rant. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Want to make a donation. That link subscription. Best way to donate. Share the video. Like I said, get the camera on my face.